Welcome to the stream where I expose myself live. I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys. And there's a reason behind why I'm doing it, but I want you guys to see what this is like. So, what's it like being a small content creator, guys? And I'm gonna address how many hours I work per day and basically what my schedule looks like, how much growth I've seen per month. And there's a problem here. I'm gonna tell you exactly how much money I make, down to the cent, from YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So let's start with how many hours I work per day, which is essentially just kind of like my daily routine. So every morning I wake up at 8 a.m. I go to bed at midnight every night. I wake up at 8 a.m. I go for a walk and make coffee. That's the first thing. The second thing is I sit down and edit clips for about 4 hours. Now, I'm not joking, you guys, especially if you're subscribed to my @TrevorTreeClips channel. You know how many videos that I've been recently putting out. It's a lot of work. I have 3 years of YouTube experience, 2 years of streaming experience. I've learned how to consistently make clips that do well. Now, if you can go and point at specific videos and be like, blood, this one only got 7,000 views or whatever on right here. And it's true, like I still have some videos flop, but I'm pretty consistent. Like you can go look at my shorts tab and it's pretty damn consistent how many views I get. And it takes a while to edit the clips and it takes a while to find them. So what I do is I go through all of my VODs at 2x speed. When I end a stream, I don't have an editor, or I haven't had an editor. So I go back and watch my own VODs at 2x speed until I find a clip, record it, edit it, and then repeat. In the past year, I've been doing this on and off. And most of the time, I'll get like 1 to 2 clips out per week. But recently, I've been doing 1 clip per day. And then more recently, I've been doing 2 clips per day. And then even more recently, I've been doing 3 or 4 clips per day. Again, like I just said, I'll edit 2 clips a day and then revise 2 clips. So what I do is I will edit 2 clips in one day. And then I will go to yesterday's file and open up those 2 clips, revise those 2 clips because I have a fresh perspective on it, and then upload those ones. Currently testing out some editors too. So right now, I'm currently employing a couple of people. And when I say employ, I mean just freelancing. I'm freelancing editors. I'm trying to train them. So I'll also spend like an hour a day trying to typing up revisions and trying to train them on my editing style. Sometimes I'll have another main channel video to work on, in which case then I spend some time to do that on my main channel. And you'll understand why I'm calling it my main channel by the end of the presentation. And then what have I not mentioned so far? Scenics. God! Yes, I've not mentioned streaming so far. So sometimes I stream. In the past, I've been streaming, okay? The last month, not so much. But every month up until last month, I've been streaming. So what does that look like? From December 10th to January 8th, I did 26 or almost 27 hours. This has been my lowest month since like 2 years ago. This is from September 11th to October 10th of last year, 2025. I typically stream like around 70 hours, sometimes 80, but it's typically around 70. It's not a ton of hours. Then obviously, I don't know why I included this, to be honest, but I also have time for eating and going to the gym and socializing, etc. Yes, I live my life other than just doing content, but typically it's mainly just revolved around making content, to be honest. Okay, so how much growth have I seen per month? There's a problem here. Let's start with YouTube. So here's my main channel, guys. Here's my main channel. Growth has been fairly steady, right? What do you think happened here at this point? On around September 2024. Literally nothing happened. Good guess, Super Name, but not quite. It's the Sans Undertale video. And then here is when I started playing Silksong. So if you notice, like, what are the 2 most, like, if I go back to this slide, what are the 2 most notable points? It's this little kind of increase right here, and then obviously this increase right here. This is the Sans video that I released, and this is when Silksong came out. All right? Pretty steady growth on the YouTube channel. Here's my Clips channel. What do you guys notice? What are the 2 most important areas on this graph? This is when I started releasing my Silksong shorts and the Bing Bong clip. The Bing Bong clip went super viral, and some of my Silksong shorts went mega viral. Like, I think one of my Silksong shorts got like 24 million views. So it really gave an uptick in subscribers for this channel. So growth, pretty steady on the Clips channel, pretty steady. Now, there's a problem here. So here is my Twitch growth. So back in August 17th of 2024, before I did my Sans video, I was averaging 3 viewers per stream. And this was a year and a half ago, roughly a year and a half ago. Then I released my Sans video, and suddenly out of the blue, we go from like 10 average viewers and 15 average viewers to like 62. It really inspired me to start streaming more, but you'll notice, just look at any given month. So here's October 16th, 2024 to November 14th, 2024. Here's February 2025. Here's June 2025. Here's August 2025. Here's October 2025. Here's December 2025. You'll notice, like, even on my best month, so you guys remember, if we go back to this slide right here, even on my best month, when my Silksong shorts were getting like tens of millions of views, and the Bing Bong clip was getting tens of millions of views, even when I was seeing the most growth on my Clips channel of all time, that I've ever seen before in my entire life. I was still like, it's still not much of a difference between like February of the same year. To be fair, I have seen steady growth. So if we look at September 2024 all the way to January 2026, these are all the followers that I've gained that month. So like I gained 500 followers here. Like I've been gaining followers and the channel has been growing, especially around this point right here, right? So I'm just showing you the stats here, guys, okay? I'm just showing you a lot of stats. Let's talk about exactly how much money I make. Now, I'm not joking, you guys. I'm gonna break down, I'm gonna give you my exact income from some of these months. But the first thing that I want you guys to do is just guess. How much money do you think I make from TikTok? How much money do you think I make from YouTube? How much money do you think I make from Twitch? Just guess. $800 a month for all. Okay. $25 to $50 a day. What is that? 400,000 what? Cents? What symbol is that? Here, let's start with TikTok, baby. Pausers hype for how much chimping money I make from TikTok. Are you ready? Last month, I made $22.64. To be fair, the month before that, I made $44.71. The month before that even, I made $264.51. The reason why TikTok does not pay almost anything is because they only pay for videos that are over 60 seconds. You wanna know something really fun? If your video starts to blow up even at all, even if you edit it, even if you add sound effects, even if you add visual effects, if it's from your stream, once it reaches 200 to 300,000 views, TikTok will be like, actually, that video's not qualified. It'll be like, all right, oh, your video's popping off. Boom, oh, your video's popping off. And then it goes to 0. TikTok's like, that video's not eligible anymore. You're not making any money on that. I don't entirely know why they do that. Obviously, I have a guess. Like, I think it's just because they don't want to pay their creators. You know what I mean? But maybe that's not the reason. Now, for YouTube, this is exactly how much money I made from YouTube last month. And some of you guys were actually fairly close. I think this is gonna surprise a lot of you, and then for some of you, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I was pretty close. I made $3,381.44. Okay? So not only am I gonna tell you exactly how much money I made, I'm gonna tell you exactly where it came from. All right? What's from the main channel? And again, you guys will understand why I call it the main channel. Now, if I wasn't phrasing the question like this, it would be more of a big reveal. But this is how much money I made from the quote-unquote the main channel. So he made $947.35. 42% of it was from live streams, 41% of it was from videos, and then the other 17% is from shorts. And then, to be honest, I don't know what this other tab is. Like, one person might have a membership to the Tree Fort on YouTube still. I have no clue. If you want to do the math here, 947 divided by the total money that I made from YouTube, it's about 28% of my total YouTube ad revenue. So you might be thinking to yourself, Trevor, you didn't stream at all last month. Trevor, if you just streamed, you would have made way more money. And I'm talking way more money, baby. Let's just take it from this day. So let's say instead of last month, so December 1st to the 31st, we take January 14th, 2025 to February 12th, 2025. Remember how I made $947 here? Let's say we analyze January 14th, 2025 to February 12th, 2025. I made $892. Most of that money is coming from my videos, not my live streams. What does this tell you? Whether or not I'm streaming, I'm still making basically the same money that I'm making on YouTube because I just have VODs there that are available for people to watch of like things that I've done. Like my Undertale streams still get a good amount, like 1,000 views per whatever. Now, how much money have I made from my Clips channel? For those of you who can do subtraction in your head, I made $2,401 from my Clips channel. Most of it was from shorts. A tiny, tiny bit of it was from my videos, but this is the same date range. 71% of my total YouTube revenue came from my Clips channel, which means the majority of the money I make is not even from... It's not from my main channel. It's not from streaming. It's from clips. It's just from making clips. What about my best month of my entire life? Surely I'm just holding out on you. And I'm actually a multi-millionaire. Exactly the amount of money that I made for my best month from October 1st to the 31st, $5,928 on YouTube. For that month alone, just from the YouTube revenue, I made $5,928. Again, how much money came from the main channel? $1,637. And if you look here, actually now it's starting to trend that my live streams are actually making a bit more money than my videos. So that trend started to flip, mostly because I stopped releasing videos and only was doing live streams. So that makes sense, right? But it also makes sense because this is the time that I was releasing a lot of Silksong content. This is the time that my clips were blowing up in particular, the Silk Song and the Outer Wilds one. Again, still, the point is though, is it's still about 28%. So 28% of my revenue is coming from my main channel. And then again, from the Clips channel, we have 4,253. I'll leave this here for a second. Same date range. The majority of the money is still coming from the clips. 1% is coming from the videos. And again, that's about 72-ish%. Now, let's talk about Twitch. If you remember correctly, I made about $3,400 on YouTube. Guess how much money I made on Twitch for that same month? I made $288. $288 I made. Compare that to my Clips channel. Compare that to my YouTube channel, or my quote-unquote my main channel, $288. Now, if you divide $288 divided by 21 hours, which is the time that I streamed, then you get about it's like $13.70 per hour that I'm making when I streamed in December. That's not bad, honestly. I'm not even complaining about that. That's not bad. In fact, right now, I'm not even complaining in general. I'm just telling you guys, I'm just being transparent. I can hear specific chatters' knuckles cracking. Blood, you only streamed 21 hours. If you just stream more, you'll make more money. Okay, yeah, I can't even argue with that logic. Let's take May 30th, 2025 to June 29th, 2025. I streamed 64 hours and 24 minutes between this time period, on this month. I made less money. If you do the math on this one, I'm making less than half of minimum wage when I'm live. Now, one could make the argument that like actually I'm making more money than I'm saying, because I end up turning this content into clips, and the clips do end up doing relatively well. Although, to be honest, unless I post an Undertale clip, a Silk Song or Hollow Knight clip, or some other indie game, like Outer Wilds, for example, they typically don't even do well. Like, I posted a Slay the Princess clip, and that one bombed. I posted a Wordle clip, and that bombed. So I'm kind of stuck in a niche of just doing just those, like, 3 indie games, basically. What about the best month? I have to be gatekeeping, you guys. It's not terrible, but it's still less than my average that I make on my main channel, even if when I'm just chilling. You guys remember when I did that Minecraft video? I had my birthday stream, and we did that Minecraft stream, and there was a bunch of people in there, and you could donate money to spawn stuff, and you could donate like bits or subs or whatever. During that stream, I would say over half of the money from this month came from that one day. Let me just talk about something. Do you guys understand that this is the best month that I've ever had in my life, and I still won't play Minecraft? The best month I've ever had in my life on Twitch came because I played Minecraft and had channel redemptions and things like that. And I still don't want to do it. That's how much I don't like Minecraft. And I also streamed 102 hours this month, which is pretty decent. This is more than usual. It's typically like 80 hours-ish, okay? So again, even if you take the best month of my life, I'm still making just slightly above minimum wage. So $8.11 per hour. Like, again, I'm not complaining. I'm just showing you guys the stats. Like, I'm just chilling on the computer, hanging out. The point is that if we take this month of December, the month that I've already showed you for TikTok and YouTube and Twitch, the total amount of money that I made, and you can go back and add them together if you want, or you can just trust me, $3,692, okay? If you just look at what I make from streaming, it's about 8%. So 8% of all the money that I make is from streaming. Pretty much all of it comes from YouTube. Now, if we look at my best month that I've ever had my entire life, right? $547 of that came from Twitch, which means about 8.1, again, about 8% came from just streaming. Now, a lot of you guys might be asking yourselves, why am I telling you this? I've been consuming a lot of content over the past month, and there's so many channels that are out there trying to get you to be like, oh, all you gotta do is this. All you gotta do is these 5 things, and your channel will blow up. And it's like, most of the YouTube gurus are just like, they're just like farming you. Like, they're just farming your engagement. It really like boils my blood a little bit. I'm telling you this, number one, to be transparent. So this is someone that you've been watching, or at least that you're watching right now. Maybe you're a first-time viewer, or you're a first-time chatter in the chat. This is someone that has been doing this for about 2 years, and these are what the stats look like. Am I just trying to farm subs and donos? No. If that question was crossing your mind, you haven't been watching me, because there's like very, very few times in my entire life have I ever even mentioned money during my stream. Number one, I just wanted to update you guys on, I am probably going to be streaming less. And I hope after this presentation, that will make sense to you. You'll understand. I know you didn't mean it like this, but I'm gonna use it as an example. To be honest, I only do it for fun, and so people can distract themselves. I also like doing that. I love streaming, and I love being entertaining. I love being live, live. I love interacting with chat. I love doing this. I really do. But I've been ignoring this for too long. To Alex's point here, like, I only do it for fun and so people can distract themselves. I want to do that, but I've just been kind of living in a delusion for a long time where I've been dedicating most of my time to streaming. I think I've been doing that because I've just been distracting myself from what I actually have to do. What I actually should be doing is spending most of my time on my channels and growing my channels so that one day, eventually, the amount of money that I make on YouTube and the amount of money that I make on Twitch can be relatively the same. Let's pretend, for example, that someone that was very close to you was in my exact same situation. I don't think you would tell that person to continue, to spend a lot of their time streaming on Twitch if only 8% of the money that they're making is coming from it. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't think you would tell that person that's close to you, a close friend, a close family member, if they were in my exact situation, you'd be like, no, you need to grow your stuff on YouTube first. What are you doing? That's the whole purpose of this. Now, there are a couple of things that I want to say, and I'm going to change the music for this because this is so sad. I'm not trying to farm donos. I'm not. I'm just explaining to you guys. I'm just being transparent. I need you guys to understand that. I promise to God, I'm not trying to farm anything. I just want you guys to understand, my situation. I finally made a tipping page and a Patreon. So again, I don't care if you do anything. I don't care if you donate to them or not. Honestly, I do not care. It's gonna help me get to the point to where I can start streaming more. Do you know what I mean? So if wanting to see more streams is something you want, then consider donating. If it's not something you care about, or if you can't do it, then I don't care. I'm just saying I finally created these things after 2 years of doing streaming. I finally created a tipping page. And the nice thing about this is the money will go almost exclusively right to me and not to Twitch. And then same with Patreon. I'm just hoping that it gets me and us to the point where I can stream more frequently.